Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, Akashic Rose with Sabrina Dawn. So I don't know if anybody noticed, but I changed the name from the dailies to angel messages from what it was, which was just like a new day. It was supposed to be like uplifting and refreshing, but the angels, while I was meditating, said, "Oh, angel messages should be the new name." They kind of gave me that guidance, and then it just felt right, so I worked with it. And decided that it has a good feel, because that's who I work with every day. That's what I open up my Akashic records, and then I surround myself. For those of you who've been in the meditation group or in the meditation online, I set up my room before every reading, before every event, with 5 archangels, and I set up like the corners of the room, and Metatron is usually in the beginning. Sometimes they change that up, but in the middle. So just kind of holding that Akashic light and that knowledge base and that high vibration of oneness. So yeah, so I just thought I would just kind of go over why I changed the name. I hope that you're all doing well. So I'm going to start off with the Crystal Angels by Doreen Virtue. Oh, that was quick. I did shuffle before I started the video. Okay. Control issues. Utilize your God-given strength and power instead of fearing that others may try to control you. Yellow jasper. And here we have a bumblebee jasper. I don't know if you guys all like bumblebee jasper. Just made me think of that. I love bumblebee jasper. Bumblebees are a power animal for me. So, okay. But anyway, so, just, I digress. So, wow, this card, I know it's supposed to look, wow, this card is really speaking to me. I know that this card is supposed to be, with yellow jasper, but what I see, oddly enough, are lungs. And I feel like, this is like the anger. This is like the anger and control issues going on. So, yesterday we had the tarot card come up. I believe it was the 5 of Wands, and that's like about strife and fighting. And so, and we talked about control and letting go of the control or the power struggles, right? So that's part of control. And so this is coming up today. So I think that this is one of the struggles that a lot of the readers may be going through, is letting go of the power struggle and thinking that you can control things. So there's the big control things, like, when you think of like controlling relationships or controlling parent and stuff like that. But there's also little ways that we can be controlling, and it can be from a place of like, this is like the root chakra color, red and then yellow. So the red to me is like, somebody could be trying to control because that's how they feel safe. So it could be you or somebody around you who's having control issues. And that's how they personally feel like they're in their personal power. That's how they feel in control and feel safe. Or it's you. So it's either you or someone around you. And what I'm hearing is that if it's for actually either way, is to have compassion. So that doesn't mean that you allow people to control you or to be controlling to others, or really drive yourself crazy with control if it's about you and the control for yourself. So is to recognize that the situation is bringing out that shadow side. This is one of the things that being cooped up is highlighting for the person that this is talking about, whether that's you or somebody else. Okay, so let's see what other card. So now we're going to get a tarot card by the Angel Tarot. So before every reading, I also check in with the angels through my pendulum about which decks want to be used and which placement. So I kind of get like a gut feeling, and then I do that, and then I use my pendulum to clarify. Hi, kitty. Hi. Shh. Yes, I know. You like that I used the pendulum? Do you like that? Okay, hold on, okay? Okay, okay. I hear you. You want me to just put it? Okay. Okay, Seven of Swords. Plans need revision, more going on than meets the eye, poor timing. So, Seven of Air, which is the Seven of Swords. So there could be something going on that you're trying to control, or something going on that your loved one is trying to control. And what I'm hearing is that be flexible. Be flexible. So, wow. So normally when I put the decks down, I put them like this. Like I put them so that this is facing up. Kind of like just contains the energy for me so I can read the cards that I've pulled. And I looked down and I had accidentally put it down like this. And Seven of Fire is on the bottom. So to me, the bottom card is like what's underneath. It's the underlying energy. And underneath this one is Forgiveness Heals. Topaz. And Seven of Wands. So Seven of Fire, Seven of Wands. What a beautiful card. Look at that. And this says, defend your beliefs and decisions, stand your ground, choose your battles wisely. So this is really speaking to me. That there's, you know, of that more than meets the eye, more going on, right? So there's more going on behind the control issues, whether that's you or that's somebody else, okay? But choose your battles wisely. If it's with somebody else, choose your battles wisely. Like, this is a time that can be really hard. Like, they just showed me like the tug of war, right? And like it's like being pulled like really tight. This is a really tight time for a lot of people. So one of the things that I'm hearing is that keep that in mind. So choose your battles wisely. Let the little ones go. Only stand up when you feel like your power or your truth is being squashed. Okay, and recognizing that what is your actual truth and what your ego needs to say. Let me hear what they want to say about that. I'm going to pick, for that question, I'm going to pick Work Your Light by Rebecca Campbell. So it could be, I think this was the card from yesterday. Play. One of the ways that you can let go, one of the ways that you can tell the difference between what is your ego wanting to argue with somebody and what is your true voice of authenticity that needs to come up and say something. So what I'm hearing is that the more that you play, the more that you allow yourself and to celebrate, you know, life and the good things that you have, then the more that you'll be able to differentiate between the two. But when you're taking everything so serious, your ego is getting in there and being very serious. So just be mindful about how serious you're taking your spiritual work, how serious you're taking other people's shadow sides, okay? One of the things that I'm hearing, and this might be for only one of you, I'm not sure. One of the things I'm hearing is that you are being more sensitive because of the energy and everything that's going on. You're also in a place of being more heightened and more sensitive. So somebody who has a sarcastic nature or kind of drops little things the way that they always have, you're taking it in and taking it more seriously. So they're saying that, you know, some of it is just play. Realizing that when somebody, because especially if you're in Massachusetts, we're a very sarcastic bunch. And yes, Kitty, you agree? Do you agree? So, so realizing when someone's playing or when it's time to respond with play. So just remember the playful nature of certain things and someone's intent, because someone's intent if you come back at them with pain and suffering, it can be jarring and shocking, and then they also feel bad, or they could feel like called into battle. And so this is the Mintuckin, longing for home, belonging, the original light workers. She's a mermaid with the emotion, with the ocean. There's like emotions. So what I'm feeling like is that people are wanting to belong. They're wanting to connect. They're missing their community. And it's really hard. I think a lot of people who originally didn't like to go out too much is really realizing how much they need social interaction. People who thought that they were introverts are realizing, well, I may be an introvert, but I still need people. I still need my community. I still like to go out and feel safe and connect with the corner store person, even if it's just a quick smile. So I think that that belonging is really happening. So just keep in mind that some people are playing. They're not trying to hurt you, in that it's when we are emotionally triggered, it's our responsibility to deal with those emotions. Sure, someone could be being a jerk. Someone could be stepping over boundaries and stuff like that. But the emotions around it, the whatever they are, that's our responsibility to take care of. And then it's also our responsibility whether or not how we speak our boundaries and the way we speak our boundaries. Okay? I'm hearing to pull another one from the Work Your Light deck. So this was the one. And the clock on there was 11:44. So 11 is a very sacred number. And then 44 is the number of the angels. So, just know that you may be seeing 11:11 or 44. And the angels are trying to communicate with you. But, pillar of light, your vibration is rising. You are the oracle. So part of what I'm hearing is that you're growing in leaps and bounds. Like, these look like frogs to me from here. Isn't that interesting? Like, they're not, but that's what they look like. And it's just, I see like these two frogs, like just face to face. So somebody, it could be your power animal, or it could be frogs are special to you. But what I'm hearing though is that connecting, realizing that you belong and that you have a connection, that you are the oracle, that is how you can raise your vibration in order to be more in that playful energy, so that you can be less in this less in this sevens energy. Okay, the 7 of Wands and 7 of Swords, those are tough, those are tough. But just choosing your battles wisely is the underlying energy of all of this. So realizing that some people may be just playing. And that after you deal with your emotions, that's when you can go back and say, I don't like it when you play like that. Or right now, I'm just not in that place of being able to play. But the angels, that came in yesterday. The angels were very clear that they want us to start playing more and having more fun. So, maybe the way that they're playing is just not working for you right now. And saying that to them is really important. But saying it, the way you say it matters too. So, and then remember the forgiveness heals. So this was the underlying, so the two underlying energies of this reading is choose your battles wisely and forgiveness. So could it be that you're holding back some forgiveness towards the person or to yourself? Time to release repressed anger as it's blocking your health and happiness. Remember I was saying wait, did I say that? No, I don't think I actually ever said it, but I was getting that there was anger underneath control. So some people are coming from a place of control with, from a place of anger, okay? So forgiveness, forgiving yourself and forgiving others. That red energy with that yellow, it made me feel like people are storing anger in their lungs. So taking a nice deep breath would be really good. And so let's check in with the self-care deck by Bill Pyle, the Sacred Self-Care. just don't understand how. So plan a vacation, sound healing. Okay, so sound healing came up the other night in the meditation, the online meditation that I lead. And, you know, working with sound can be very healing. So you can use the Tibetan bell. This clears energy. Okay, you can use the singing bowls. You can use the crystal singing bowls. Oh, I love crystal singing bowls. Those are my favorite. You can use clapping, you know, so you can look up, you can Google or look on YouTube for sound healing and play crystal bowls in your house. One of my favorite Sikh chanters is Sanatam Kaur, and if I'd like to play her music in my house while I'm not in it, because when I come home, the energy of the house just feels like a big warm, like hug, just a warm, high vibrational hug. Okay, now planning a vacation. So maybe you know, you can start planning like where you want to go next. Planning a vacation. I know it's kind of weird to get this card. It just fell out, so maybe it's not meant to be read. Let me check the pendulum. I'm using the pendulum. Okay, yep, it's meant to. So could somebody be fighting about vacations? Oh, that's a good possibility. Or there was a vacation plan that got canceled, but this could be about something about what's being fought over. But the plane is in black with all of this beautiful color. And so what I'm hearing, and then she's kind of like ghost-like. So just allow yourself to imagine, right? This is kind of like fantasy. This is kind of like that 5D meditation space is what I'm seeing. So if you want, you can start planning your vacation inside your mind. Like, where are you going to go next? Where do you want to go? Maybe, you know, if you want to make a vision board about that, you know, you can do all of that to help you like ease some of this longing and wanting to get out. Okay? Because I feel like this is like kind of connected to this card, the Mintakan, the longing for home, the original light workers. You are the pillar of light. So just go to your vacation spot in your mind. Go to your happy place. And for those of you that, you know, that want to go away, then, you know, maybe you can start planning it and just not set the date yet. But plan it inside your head where you want to go, who you're going to go with, how it's going to happen and stuff like that. Maybe put some, you know, just put a little bit of money aside every day if you're in a financial place of being able to do that. But the underlying, you know, trust, you are the oracle. So trust that niggle. I hate that word. I don't understand why they use that word, but that's how they use it. But so, you know, that nudge that you have in your tummy, okay? That little, that stomach nudge that you get, that little, see, the word niggle just messes with me. I can't even, but what is your stomach, what is your gut trying to tell you? Because that's the third chakra, and that's what was coming through here too, is that you're getting caught up in power struggles and anger and frustration and in the ego, but in forgetting that you are the oracle and you're in this beautiful place of being able to trust the divine and get your messages, okay? So the more that you play, the more that you'll be able to connect, right? There's that longing for home. Connect again and be back into that energy of your vibration rising and recognizing that you are the oracle. I forget where the card is that said that, but that's okay. It was here. So it feels like there's a lot being pulled up right now in the collective that watches my videos, and that's why you know, it's just a time of great sadness and being, you know, people just overall are just going through a lot, let alone people who are really dealing with, you know, the coronavirus like up one-on-one in our faces. But either way, we're feeling the collective sadness, we're feeling the collective heaviness, and it's coming through in the tarot cards. Okay, so pick your battles wisely. Forgiveness is healing. And this is like, so this is just, this says, just for, I don't know why this is coming in so much. So plans that need revision, more going on than meets the eye, poor timing. So plans that need revision and vacation. So I'm getting the feeling that somebody watching this might have had a vacation that was canceled, or maybe there's a plan about a trip and there's fighting about it. So don't fight about stuff like that is what the angels are saying. Just don't, not right now, not right now. They're saying that's supposed to be your play. That's supposed to be your fun. Okay? All right, well, that was kind of a heavier message, and maybe specific for some because with the traveling part. But all right, so I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I will see you tomorrow. All right, bye-bye.